bunny, and it's everybody's favorite day of the week. The day of the week when we ask ourselves, does this thing really work? Before we jump into the video, let's give a quick thank you and a quick shout out to today's video sponsor, which is Function of Beauty. I kind of thought as we go along this year, wouldn't it be fun to revisit and retest some of the classic Does This Thing Really Work items and see if they're any different all these years later? Maybe did I do them wrong the first time? Can I get them to work better? Up next on that list is the split ender. But this is actually a different version entirely. A couple of years ago, we tested out the Split Ender Pro, but now there is indeed a Split Ender Pro 2. The first thing that I noticed that's different about this model is it's actually cordless. This is what you get in the box. You get the device itself, the charger, a little travel case, and then this little brush thing, which usually comes with all shavers and beard trimmers and all of that jazz, so you can sweep out all of your little grody discarded hairs. I think last time when I tested this out, I was kind of scared of it. I was scared that it was gonna just like cut off all my hair. So I think I was just like using it because I knew people wanted me to try it more than like I wanted to try it for myself. But this time, you guys, it could cut off 5 inches of my hair and I would be pleased as punch because my hair needs a trim. We already know. So I wanted to go ahead and shoot a clip for you guys now. I'm about to go wash my hair, dry my hair, comb my hair, and straighten my hair because you are supposed to definitely not have any tangles or anything in your hair when you use this device. That would probably be nightmarish. Let's roll that beautiful sponsorship footage and then we'll get right back in and we will test this bad boy. And I'm very excited. Well, like I said, today's video is sponsored by Function of Beauty, and you guys may remember me talking about them before. I have been using their shampoo and conditioner now since last November. First of all, just having these products delivered to my door right now is like one less thing that I have to worry about getting from somewhere else. But there are so many things that I love about these products. They are honestly so much fun to customize. You sit down and take a quick 2-minute quiz and you fill out all kinds of information about your hair type and the different things that you're looking to get out of your shampoo and conditioner. So you can choose up to 5 different things that you are looking for these products to help you with. So for instance, my formula right now is for anti-aging, volumizing, split ends, soothing the scalp, and deep conditioning all over. And when I say customizable, these products are fully customizable down to the color that the products are, these cute little stickers that they give you to decorate the bottle with, the scent of the products. Last time I got mint, this time I got rose. Both of the smells are so amazing. Like, I really do love the rose. It's very like fresh and floral. Also, I love the pumps on the top of the bottle. They just make the product so much easier to dispense. Not only do they make shampoo and conditioner, but they also have several hair care products. I once again chose the hair serum. I just love to use this on the ends of my hair, particularly if I'm doing a lot of crazy styling stuff over and over, like crimping and all kinds of stuff like that. They put your name on the bottles. So if you guys can see, mine says Function of Bunny. So you really do get like a completely formulated shampoo and conditioner specifically for you. And these products are 100% vegan and cruelty-free. They don't have any sulfates, parabens, toxins, or GMOs. And you can actually choose how frequently you get the subscription. You can choose to get it every 2, 3, or 6 months. And each different time your subscription comes in, you can change the product and the formula entirely. You can get different scents, different colors, or you can change the formula to suit like different hair goals. So, you know, if you have different hair goals than you have like 6 months from now, you can switch up the formula at any time. But like once you switch to these shampoos and conditioners, you will never look back again. So be sure and check the first link in my info box down below. You get 20% off your first order. So be sure and check them out down below. You definitely won't regret it, and the hair quiz is just so much fun. You guys are gonna love it. A huge thank you once again to Function of Beauty for sponsoring sponsoring today's video. All right, you guys, back to testing out the split ender. And I know I said at the beginning that I was going to straighten it, but my hair is literally completely tangle free. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just use this thing on my hair in its natural naked state. This part of my hair, if you guys could feel it, this part does feel really smooth and nice and healthy. The same with the scalp. It is pretty much just like this lower portion of my hair that kind of gives my entire head of hair a bad rap. I just had what I think is a pretty awesome idea and will hopefully really give us like an up close clear before and after, and that is to use this little baby microscope that I have. Let's see what my hair looks like on a microscopic level. I'm so shocked. Like, I thought my hair was gonna look so nasty under there, but it truthfully seems like not that jacked up. Doesn't this look kind of healthy? There's like a few places where it looks really split. My hair looks like little pieces of spaghetti. I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I'm kind of sad we're not seeing something cool in here, like tiny spiders or something that live in my hair. Join me in the bathroom. So it seems like they really streamlined this device to come up with the Split Ender Pro 2. One of the biggest changes I've noticed is they have a permanent 1/4 inch trim blade in here. In the last one, you could pull out this blade and other, like, you know, you could trim off 1/6, 1/12. I don't know all the different measurements they had, but this time they specifically say in all like red capital letters in the instructions, like, do not try and pull this blade out. They say, of course you can, you know, switch sides, use it on the right, switch with your other hand, use it on the left. The only thing that you have to make sure is that the arrow is always pointed towards the floor. So see, right now I would have to go this direction, and then I could switch it to this side and I could go this direction. And that is actually what also powers the device on. So right now I can open it and close it all day and it's not gonna do anything. I'm about to turn it on. I haven't heard it yet. I do remember the last one sounded kind of scary. Let's see how loud it is this time. Still a little intimidating, I'm not gonna lie, but it does sound much quieter. So I'm gonna bring it way up close to you guys so y'all can hopefully see the spinning blade action before we get going. Whoa! It still does go quite fast, right? So I am just going to double, triple, quadruple and make sure that my hair is all combed through. And I will be honest, the comb, even though I literally just combed it, it does always want to get stuck down here. And I'm assuming that that drag is from split ends. So I am hoping that that is kind of one of the major changes that we're gonna see today, but you guys can see my hair is completely as tangle-free as it ever gets. So let's get started. All right, lock off. Arrow, that is gonna be towards the floor. So let me grab a section here, making sure there's no tangles. Gonna go through like that. And that seems to be about 1 inch. Now on these bottom layers, I'm not gonna try and like go directly up to the scalp. I mean, I don't feel like I've got split ends there anyway. So I think I'm just going to go from like, you know, past the ears down below. And then that way, if by some horrible tragedy, this thing does just chop my hair off, I won't have like one odd piece. Let's see. Guiding. Ooh. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but there are already quite a few little choppy hair presents in there. I don't feel like we got that much hair the first time we did this. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and make a second pass because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like down here it could use some improvement. So I'm trying to go, you know, really slow so that the hair really has a chance to be trimmed by the blades. But okay, I'm feeling, kind of does feel like there's a little bit less drag. I mean, it doesn't feel perfect, but I do feel some improvement. So I'm just gonna keep moving through. There we go. Maybe that's like slightly thicker. I don't know. That's about an inch. I just accidentally hit the button, so I'm glad I caught that. I don't want to find out what happens if you have the arrow in the wrong direction. Maybe a little bit more. It does kind of feel like smoother already, you guys. This is pretty impressive. I am gonna just keep working through my hair for a little bit. I'm gonna do this entire bottom section. I normally do like 3 layers in my hair if I'm crimping it or straightening it or whatever. So this is layer 1, and I will see you guys when I get to layer 2. Layer 1 done, time for layer 2. And I thought it would be fun to show you guys how much hair is in here after each section. I feel like this is already probably like 3 times more hair than we saw last time. I am a little shocked that it isn't trimming off more ends. I mean, the look of it is still not 100% in my opinion, but even though it still kind of looks not that great on the ends, it feels softer. I mean, clearly it's removing something, so it's gotta be doing something. Let's continue chiming in with some maybe bad advice right now, but I will say I feel like I'm having a little bit more success if I put in slightly thicker sections of hair. So, I mean, I obviously don't mean like take half your hair and put it all through at once, but I think if you grab too small of sections, it almost seems to be trimming a little bit less. It's almost like if you have more hair in there, I think it's trimming off a little bit more of the dead ends. Now, the other thing, which may not be suggested at all, so don't try this at home unless you have absolutely no fear, but what I'm doing is I'm kind of hovering at the ends here, and instead of just even like slowly pulling it through, I'm just sort of hovering as if I was an alien in a spaceship abducting someone. Let me demonstrate. I get to the very end here, just kind of hovering. And I'm not sure if you guys are gonna be able to see the little hair fragments kicking up in there, because there is quite a glare from all the lamps. But I feel like when I do that, the hair comes out even smoother, it looks better, and there's more hair in the little bucket here. So it's gotta be trimming off more of something from somewhere. I feel like I can tell an immediate difference, but let's do the comb test here on layer 2. Yeah, see, I mean, I feel like you guys just saw, even though my hair was tangle free at the beginning of the video, the comb was still getting stuck in places. Even though now it seems like I'm combing pieces of my hair out, I don't feel like it's getting stuck as much. So that has to be a definite improvement. It can feel a little bit intimidating because you start to feel it like kind of cutting off little bits of your hair. It's like where it finds a split end, there is a little bit of a sensation associated with it. But I don't know, I feel like a couple of years ago that kind of scared me, but now it's almost like satisfying in a weird way. I get to the split ends, it's like they just see that. It's not gonna do that in a minute. It doesn't really seem to collect any little bits until I get to the very ends. So that makes me feel good. It's like the whole head of my head of hair is healthy until we get all the way down here. But I mean, I feel like everybody probably has split ends, and I'm gonna be honest, a lot of you guys probably know, I haven't had a haircut since the last time Guy came to visit me, which I think was like December of 2017. So this is very grown out hair that really does need a trim. But I think that this is at least making quite a considerable improvement. So let's do layer 1. Oh my gosh, I forgot to show you guys almost the hair update. So that's what it looks like in there now. And let's see how much we collect off of this layer. Now, I feel like this might be my most damaged layer, honestly, because this is the layer that I probably crimp the most, since it's like the face framing layers of hair. I'm gonna say one other thing. The only thing that I kind of have a critique about this product is the glowing light on the arrow is kind of scary and intimidating. Like I said, I don't know what happens. You know what, maybe we'll try it on a fake piece of hair. like an extension and see what happens. Let's just see what happens. This is just like a little 1-inch extension because I want to know what happens if you don't have the green arrow going to the floor. I didn't even comb this hair. I mean, it's clearly not like cutting it off. It does feel like it's grabbing a suspicious amount of split ends from my extension, but that's good to know that it's not just gonna like rip your hair out if you accidentally have the arrow going the other way, because I will not deny, a couple of minutes ago, I looked down and I was in complete panic because I thought like it's really easy for your finger, at least for me when I'm gripping onto it, to slip up to the button area, and I thought that I literally accidentally pushed the arrow going the wrong way. But I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see, when you're looking down at it, it almost looks like both arrows are glowing. I mean, when you look at it front on, like clearly the correct directional arrow is glowing, but whew, that can be like kind of heart stopping for a second. But now that we know like it doesn't really matter, I've got my eye on it down here. I can see some crispiness. It seems improved, but I will probably say for the millionth time, I'm shocked it's not cutting off more. I think it's time to give it one last comb through test. See, I feel like that definitely has made a difference. I don't feel like the comb is dragging as much. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, I don't need a haircut now, but maybe it's still sticking just a little bit on the ends, but I feel like far and away a massive improvement from what we just had. Join me back in the doll room. We are going to open up this chamber and I'm gonna dump all the hair out on a white piece of paper and we can see exactly how much we collected. That is what it looks like in there, which, like I said, quite a glare. I don't really think that you guys can see it in the machine too well. Double checking, making sure it's off. All right, ooh. Look at that, you guys. We have quite, it's like if Cousin It just walked inside of here and then fell apart. Oh, that is a ton. That is so icky. I'm gonna have to argue I had way more dead ends this time, or they really improved this technology. I was not expecting that, if I'm being honest. I thought that these specific pieces we trimmed off might look a little bit more damaged up close, but they still look like little spaghetti noodles. I don't really see anything super different from before we got started, so that's kind of interesting. Anyway, you guys, I am actually quite impressed by this thing. I honestly don't remember what I had to say about it a couple of years ago, except for that it was kind of frightening. It's definitely not a frightening experience. I feel like clearly we had a lot more success this time. I'll go ahead and grab a clip out of my older video just for comparison to see how much hair we got back then versus how much hair now, but I'd be willing to bet you guys like a high five and a cookie that this is a lot more hair than we got last time. And I'm kind of a person, I feel most satisfied with products when I can like visually see that something has happened, that something has changed. It would be interesting to see if I always pull this much hair off every time I use it, or, you know, if this is like the most amount of hair, and if I were to try it again a month later, like would we get half this amount of hair? I don't know. I think that they really streamlined it and made a more successful product. So I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I'm not sure if I said already, but the device was $145 on Amazon Prime. It's currently sold out. They do have other models. I think there was like a split ender, then a split ender Pro, and now the split ender Pro 2. And it looks like they do have some of the other models in stock, but I don't know. I kind of recommend this one. I mean, it's $150, so it's not like super cheap, but I think it's pretty effective. So I can't wait to hear all of you guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Once again, a huge thank you to Function of Beauty. Be sure and click the first link in the info box today. Check them out. You will not regret it. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp family, and give an alligator its wings. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all again very, very soon. Bye!